All right, it has officially started Comic-Con week, so let's go through the big things that are happening. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
All right, I'm back. I'm actually kind of annoyed. I had an interesting weekend. Well, the weekend was fine. I went down to Rosarito with my family to, we rented a house down at the beach. We didn't rent a beach. We rented a house down at the beach, just so that we could get our grandma out of her house because she's been locked up in there. So we were like, oh, where can we take her that she's still gonna be secure and stuff? So we decided, hey, let's get a house down there. We went down, hung out with my family, and today I'm a little annoyed. It has nothing to do with my family. The weekend was fine. I got to take my puppy to the beach. It was great. I'm a little annoyed because I pre-ordered Ghost of Tsushima, the PS4 exclusive, and I was very much looking forward to it. It came out on Friday, and so I had the opportunity to go do in-store pickup, so I could get it the very day, go Friday, pick it up, and then, I could start playing immediately. However, I decided against it. I decided, you know what? If I pick it up now, then I'm going to be late for going to the beach down in Rosarito because I know me. I'm not going to be able to stop. So it's, you know what? I'm going to have it be mailed to my house. So supposedly it was going to come out today. It was supposedly going to be early. And so it was UPS. Fucking UPS. I have issues with UPS. UPS, if you're not there, if you don't answer the door, they'll just leave. And then they'll leave you a note and be like, oh, okay, we'll try again tomorrow or something like that. I hate it. And so the whole day I was paying attention. I got home from work. I was trying to be in a position where I could pay attention because usually when I get home, my routine is I go to my garage and I work out because I have all my workout equipment down there, and I feed my monitor lizard and my snake, and so that's usually where I am. So the whole time I was working out. I was working out with like half the garage door open, so I could see every single car that drove by, see if every single person that drove by, see if it was the UPS, the UPS man, and it never was. So the whole time I couldn't have any music because I didn't want to miss it. And by the time I took a shower and I was getting ready to go to work, I got an email saying that, oh, your package has been delayed for tomorrow. I was like, motherfucker! I wanted to play now. I wanted to play. Stupid mother. Point is, I was not happy about that. I'm really looking forward to the game. Every single thing that I've heard so far from this weekend, it's fantastic. It's one of the most beautiful games a lot of people have played, at least visually. So I'm looking forward to playing it. I will be doing a review later on this week if I ever get it. But anyway, enough about that. Enough of me complaining. It's Comic-Con week, so let's talk a little bit about Comic-Con at home. This year it's going to be Comic-Con at home. I know it's a little bit strange, a little bit different, but we'll see how it's going. The weird thing for me is that honestly I did not have much to look forward to because a lot of things being delayed, a lot of things being postponed. I mean, I was skeptical about. Honestly, my heart hurt when I first heard that Comic-Con was going to be canceled this year because it's an event that I've covered every year for the last few years. I actually go. I get to cover red carpets. I get to interview actors and producers and writers, and it's a whole bunch of fun for me because I get free access to everything and I get to skip the lines. So it's a lot of fun. I was sad that it wasn't going to happen this year, but I get it. It doesn't make sense to bring hundreds and thousands of people together into one convention center. So I get it. I didn't like it, but I get it. However, I tried to look at the positive side. It's like, okay, if we do a Comic-Con, I mean, if we do it well, it could still be the premier event where companies release their own stuff. I'm not so sure about it now. There's a few things that look fun. There's a few things that look interesting, and I will break them down because I kind of went through the things that seemed the most interesting, at least to me. But overall, I'm not sure because a lot of the big names did not decide to show up. Most media companies, they're starting to do their own thing. Like Disney, they're doing D23. They're still sending some stuff, but they're doing their own event. Sony's doing their own event. Everybody and their mother is doing their own event, especially since they can do it from home. It's super easy. So it's losing a little bit of its luster, and maybe this might actually hurt the Comic-Con brand, or at least the Comic-Con San Diego brand, or the international whatever it's called. Hopefully it won't be, but it's just after reading like the full schedule, I'm not convinced. There's a lot of interesting stuff. There's a really, really cool stuff. There's a lot of really cool panels. If you're into like comic book writers, if you're into like a whole bunch of stuff, you can actually go into deep sci-fi stuff. You're still gonna go. For those of us who are deep nerds, there's gonna be stuff for us. But I tried to pick like the biggest names out there, the biggest things coming, and it's only just a handful. Honestly, let's just go through them, right? Well, why am I telling you when I can show you, right? So before that, as always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram or at SuperDario_World. Also follow my Facebook page, Super Dario World, and now I'm doing video again, so you can follow my YouTube channel, Super Dario World. You can see me there. I'm still fumbling around with all the media stuff. You will see me mess up a little bit. I'm also going to be doing live streaming pretty soon. I will keep you updated on that. But yeah, that's where you can find me if you want to. And like I said, comments, questions, suggestions, right there at Super Dario World on Instagram, at Super Dario at Dario the Show on Instagram as well. So before I get into it, like let's break down the schedule a little bit. If you want, if you want to see where you can find the schedule, I can show it to you right here. Just go to comic-con.org and click on programming, and they'll show you the full schedule every single day. The cool thing here from the website is that you can make your own schedule. You can program it. You just got to register, and then you got to program your own schedule. Anything you like from here, like they break down the whole thing. As soon as you click on it, let's say you want to go to virtual fandom, superhero fandoms adapts to the pandemic. Yay. You can click on it, and it'll show you the link, and it'll tell you when it's available. So honestly, they're trying to make it as accessible as possible. So the website is fine. It's just, like I said, the thing that I'm worried about here is that it's going to affect the brand, because a lot of those things are, yikes, couldn't you get somebody? I mean, who's doing something right now? People are at home. You couldn't get a bigger name? Seriously? Anyway, let's get into it. So let's start off with Wednesday. It's preview night, and there's really not much going on. Honestly, it was slim pickings for Wednesday, so let's just go straight into Thursday. So Thursday, we got Star Trek Universe. So we got something for the Star Trek Universe, and this is at 10 a.m. at Pacific time. So what is this going to be? Basically, it's going to be a panel with actors and writers from Star Trek Discovery and from throughout the Star Trek franchise, but specifically the cast and crew from Star Trek Discovery, which is entering season 3, and Picard, the new series Picard. Now, full disclosure, I haven't seen either of these, but I hear that they're okay. Like I said, I've never been a big Trekkie guy. I like the movies. Never really followed the shows. But is Picard even out? I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know if Picard's out. But for those of you who are Trekkies, you can find it there. Next, we have Solar Opposites. So, Solar Opposites, an animated TV show from Hulu. They will have a panel, again, with the producers, with a few cast members, and you'll get an exclusive look at season 2. This is at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Next, we have something that I'm actually excited about. We got Truth Seekers, a new show from Amazon. So, this I'm really looking forward to because it's created by Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. For those of you who don't know who those are, there's a white line here that's really annoying me. Anyway, for those of you who don't know who those are, if you ever saw Shaun of the Dead, those are the two main characters there. It's also, they've been in a bunch of movies together. I always forget. The big one is Shaun of the Dead, so honestly, that one doesn't matter. Anyway, so they got together to make this is a TV show, I believe, and it's with Amazon. So, honestly, I'm not sure if Simon Pegg is going to be. I think he will be, but he doesn't appear to be on the poster for the show. It's a Prime show, but the show is going to be about it's a horror comedy supernatural horror comedy where truth seekers will follow a team of paranormal investigators across the UK. So it's going to be like Ghostbusters. So it's going to be Nick Frost and Simon Pegg doing Scooby-Doo. I don't know. I'm honestly a bit confused. Like I said, Simon Pegg is not in any of the stuff that I've seen, so maybe he's just a producer of it. Either way, it looks like he will be a part of the panel, and this one is at 12 p.m. again on Thursday. Next, we have His Dark Materials. This is the HBO adaptation of. If you ever saw the movie, what's the movie? This is gonna bug me. The Golden Compass. All right, The Golden Compass with Michelle Pfeiffer, and who else was in it? Off the top of my head, can't remember. So Claire Danes. I don't know. Michelle Pfeiffer was in it, I think. So, Daniel Craig. So, they're going to be there for the second season. Now, the current star of the show is James McAvoy. It doesn't say if he'll be there. This is the annoying thing. It just says cast members. So, it could be like the dude who voices this leopard right here. Actually, I don't think that leopard talks. The guy who voices this bear right here. Who knows? But I'm excited for it. I've heard great things about the series. I actually plan on watching it, but I don't have HBO, I think. So I'm waiting to get like the whole HBO Max thing, and I believe it's there. So we'll see. I'm waiting for a good deal. Next, we have something that how can I explain this? I'm not sure if this is gonna happen. So next we have The New Mutants. The much delayed New Mutants. The movie that has been delayed for the past 3 years, I think, and that's supposedly is supposed to come out in August. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck's up with this movie. Supposedly it's like a horror movie with mutants. It's got Macy Williams in it. I believe she's the big star there, but or at least she was the big star at the time. Now you got Anya Taylor-Joy. Macy Williams, by the way, plays Arya Stark in Game of Thrones. You got the older brother from Stranger Things, whose name I don't remember or care. But supposedly they will be making an announcement. Maybe they will announce an official release date. Who knows? Honestly, I don't expect this movie to ever hit theaters. So I expect it to go direct to digital, and that's because it's been delayed forever, multiple times. I'm done waiting for it. No more. And anyway, if you care, that one's gonna happen at 2 p.m. Next, we have the big thing honestly the only thing that I care about. Out of all the things that I mentioned, I was excited for Truth Seekers, but this is the big one. This is the one that I'm really, really, really looking forward to. We got Amazon Prime's The Boys. The Boys Season 2 is back. And supposedly we're going to get a lot of Jack Quaid here. Jack Quaid plays Huey, for those of you who don't know who Huey is. He's this guy right here. He's the guy who's the normal guy who gets sucked into... Oh, should I risk spoilers? Nope, I won't risk spoilers. Anyway, cool dude, funny dude. According to him, no one is actually ready for Season 2, or at least what's going to be happening in Season 2. I'm very excited for it. The way that Season 1 ended was great. Every single character there was great. I loved it. I loved how they made a Justice League full of a-holes. It's honestly a great show. I highly recommend it. I'm really looking forward to Season 2. And it's just around the corner. So I'm actually expecting them to release at least even a new trailer. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm all in. Last year, The Boys, we actually got to interview them. We actually had them in the room because my friend Derek actually rented out a room, and and The Boys was one of the crews that actually got in there, went into that room, and we got to interview them. Great dudes, really interesting dudes. Carl Urban is hysterical. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to this. Really looking forward to that. And now, like I said, that's probably the big thing for Thursday, at least for me. That's a must watch. The only must watch for me, at least that day. Again, for those of you who didn't hear, or if I didn't say it, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Next, we're moving on to Friday. And this one is a little bit strange because the title is Charlize Theron, Evolution of a Badass. So basically, to me, it sounds like it's going to be a Q&A of Charlize Theron in her biggest roles. I hope that somebody asks her about Mighty Joe Young. son of a bitch. I'll pay for somebody to ask her about Mighty Joe Young just cuz. Just cuz. To me, she was always the girl from Mighty Joe Young because that's the first place I saw her in, and usually for me, that's how actors stick from the first thing that I've seen. But she is a badass, and I think this is fresh off of her newest Netflix movie, which has gotten at least I've heard a lot of good things, The Old Guard, and so it's gonna be a Q&A just about her. Honest, that's the thing that I've gotten from what I've read. So she's gonna be talking about all her roles. I'm guessing she's gonna go from Monster to Fast and Furious to Mad Max Fury Road, Devil's Advocate. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully somebody asks about Mighty Joe Young, but you never know with these things. Anyway, that thing is on Friday at 10 a.m. Next, we got another interesting thing. We got Marvel Comics, The Next Big Thing. So this is at 11 a.m. Basically, if you're a comic book guy, this is right up your alley because you got a couple of fan favorite authors: Justine Ireland, Rebecca Roanhouse, and Greg Pak. Out of all three of them, honestly, the only guy I've actually read is Greg Pak. But I'll check out the other ones because apparently they're good. Oh wait, no. Duh. That's the wrong one. I have read Greg Pak, but no, it's Dan Slott, Al Ewing, and Nick Spencer. I've read all three. So 3 good dudes. And they're going to be talking about the next era of comic books. I'm not exactly sure if they're going to be talking about specific things that they're working on, or if they're just going to be giving their takes of where the superhero world goes now. I don't know, but it could be interesting. Like I said, if you're into comic books, it should be a fun time. Next, we got Lucasfilm Publishing, Stories from a Galaxy Far, Far Away. Now, this is supposedly going to be following. It's been announced by Lucasfilm that they will be making books and comic books exploring the High Republic era in Star Wars. For those of you who don't know, the High Era is basically the golden age of the Jedi and like the golden age of the Republic, mostly of the Galactic Republic. This is where the Jedi expanded as far as they could. They got an opportunity there. They had a little bit of power, and that's when they expanded a lot. So we may see some interesting adventures with the Jedi and the frontier planets. And the panels here, the authors are going to be Justine Ireland, Rebecca Roanhouse, and Greg Pak. Like I said, Greg Pak's the only guy that I've read. Okay, work. It's fine. He's a good dude, I guess. Next, moving on, we've got... Honestly, I don't really care about this one, but we got AMC's Fear the Walking Dead at 12 and AMC's The Walking Dead at 1 p.m. So, honestly, I gave up on The Walking Dead a long time ago. To me, zombie walkers just became boring. There's after you see a runner, you're like, Walker, seriously? A walker is beating you? And the way that they were dying was so ridiculous. It was like, you know what? I'll wait till you're done and I'll binge watch the whole thing. But so right now I'm good. But I know that still people are big fans. We're going to have cast members. I hate it when they say cast members. I hate it. Cast and crew for both of them. And the only ones that have confirmed are for The Walking Dead, and that's Norman Reedus and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who are fan favorites. So, I mean, that's at least something to look forward to because they are confirmed. Next, we got from HBO Max, we got a bunch of shows from adult animation. We got Robot Chicken, Final Space, Samurai Jack. I don't have an image for that one, so I'll just put this one. Honestly, of those shows, I've only seen Robot Chicken, and I haven't followed it religiously. Samurai Jack, I've heard great things. I'm guessing that it's coming back, but it's going to be a panel with the creators, and they're going to talk about cartoony satire, and I'm assuming how they can get away with so much shit with cartoons. Honestly, I love cartoons. Cartoons are the best. And so, especially for comedy, because you can get away with so much shit that you cannot get away with on live action. So there's pretty good cartoons out there. Next, we got, especially adult cartoons. Next, we got Hulu's Hellstorm. Now, for those of you who don't know, Hellstorm is a character from Marvel Comics. Supposedly, it's going to be a TV show. Well, because it's on Hulu. And it's not going to be exactly part of the MCU, but kind of. I'm guessing it's going to be similar to the way Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is part of the MCU. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Hellstorm, it follows the story of two sons of Satan, the son and daughter of Satan. I believe the name, where are they? I've never read Hellstorm to be honest. Damien and Anna Hellstorm. The show will be following those two, but instead of being the sons of Satan, they will be the sons of a serial killer. All right, we'll see what it's about. Like I said, don't know much about this character. Never really followed him, but Marvel has done good stuff on TV. If they make this kind of like a Daredevil star type of show, I'm going to be excited about it. I'm really going to be excited about it because that was a high-quality TV show that I love. It was way better. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of campy. Daredevil was really well made. So hopefully they'll follow that direction and not something else. Next, we got another show that I've never watched. By the way, Hulu's Hellstorm is going to be at 3 p.m. At 4 p.m., we got Bob's Burgers. Never watched it. It's an Emmy Award-winning Fox TV show. I've never watched a second of it. Why? I don't like the animation. They look stupid. And that's the only reason for it. I've heard great things from a lot of people. I've just never watched it. Never cared for. But, yeah. I'm going to leave it at that because honestly I don't know anything about the show. But again, some casting creators will be joining fans. I'm pretty sure you don't know who any of these people are. So let's move on. Another show that I'm actually looking forward to, Archer. FX's Archer. Another animated show for those of you who never watched it. It's kind of like Mad Men meets James Bond in an animated world. I love this show. I cannot tell you how much. Every season has gotten wilder and wilder. So I can't tell you why it's gotten wilder because it would be a massive spoiler, but I highly recommend it. It started off like I said, dude's a spy. He's a secret agent, and it's kind of an office comedy in a way. It's completely ridiculous. So many memes have come out of this show. Like, do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants. So I highly recommend the show. I'm excited to see the next season. This time he goes to space. The last few seasons have been so ridiculous, and I love it because like I said, you can get away with so much shit if they're cartoons. The shit that they've done on this show is insane. But I believe that's it for that's it for Friday. Let's move on to Saturday. This is the final day of Comic-Con, Saturday, July 25th. By the way, Archer is at 5 p.m. I don't know if I said it. Anyway, Saturday, July 25th, and they kind of close off with a bang. We got a few interesting things here. First off, we got The Simpsons at home at 11 a.m. The Simpsons is returning for its 32nd season. All right? 32nd season. The Simpsons. Honestly, I haven't watched it in over a decade, but it's apparently still going and still going strong. So the panel will feature voices, creator. Well, I don't think Matt Groening's here. Matt Groening? I don't think he's gonna be there. But we got, I'm guessing, the new producers and stuff. So, dude, nope. The one person I actually cared about, Frank Casari, is not gonna be there. So, wait, writers, directors, nope, they're not gonna be there. So let's move on to Bill and Ted Face the Music. This one is at 3 p.m., by the way. So, interesting thing here. First off, this panel will be hosted by Kevin Smith, and it is confirmed that Keanu Reeves will be there. Alex Winters, who knows him? Who knows? And I really hope I said his name right because we interviewed him like this week. Yes, Alex Winter, I got it right. Honestly, I've had mixed feelings about this movie for a very long time. I did not know if it should have been made. I do not know if it was too late. But after talking to Alex, also because it got, since it was going to be released the same week as Tenet, they pushed it back. And I was like, ooh, that's not a good sign for a movie. It's never a good sign when you're pushed back just because the competition is too fierce. But after talking to Alex Winter, and he told us how the original writers, pitched him and Keanu the story when they're having dinner at his house. And so Keanu was like, all right, this is hysterical. Let's do it. So I'm a little bit more excited about it because Keanu's a good dude. He's not known for just making things for money. He's not a cash grab type of guy. At least that's not his rep. From what I've heard, he actually gave up money to from the Matrix for the for the visual effects team, who he thought were the real heroes of the movie. So if it's not a cash grab and the story was so good that Keanu was like, okay, yeah, oh, all right, let's totally do it. It sounds awesome. This is hysterical. All right, I'm officially excited for it. So Bill and Ted Face the Music, like I said, at 3 p.m. Next, we got Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the story and science of mutants, androids, space travel, and aliens. This is at 3 p.m. Oh, so I got to pick between one or the other. Bill and Ted. Sorry, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it was in its final season, and I believe because of the pandemic, it got delayed. So this happened to actually quite a few shows. I believe it happened to Supernatural as well. So I honestly would like to hear like their thoughts on it, because imagine you're almost done with the show, and then it gets delayed just when you're 2-3 episodes from finishing. It's gotta suck. But supposedly we're gonna have writers in there, cast members, and a team of real life scientists. Why? I don't know. Why are you trying to? All right, sure, bring them in there. Try to explain the science of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Sure. Why the fuck not? I mean, I would rather talk about the show and Marvel Comics, but whatever. What are these characters? These characters gonna still be a part of the MCU? Or whatever. Next, we have HBO's Lovecraft Country. Now, on August, HBO will be releasing a horror series called Lovecraft Country. This is Lovecraft Country. God damn it. This is co-produced by Jordan Peele and J.J. Abrams. I am so excited for this show. I'm not a big horror guy, but I love J.J. Abrams, and I really like Jordan Peele. I actually prefer his comedy more than his horror, but dude's done good stuff lately. So the series is supposedly loosely inspired on the works of H.P. Lovecraft. For those of you who don't know who H.P. Lovecraft is, you may know, like, his most famous character is probably Cthulhu. So you probably heard of him. He created him. He also, his most famous work is From the Mountains of Madness. I think that would be his most popular work. But he's considered to be one of the greatest horror writers of all time. So I'm excited for this. We're going to have some various cast members as well as the showrunners. I'm not sure if Jordan Peele and JJ are going to be there, but hopefully we'll at least get an exclusive look for the show. I'd be happy with that. Just an exclusive look at a teaser, a trailer, because the show, again, is supposed to come out in August, so we need something. I want to see something. And finally, that's at 4 p.m., by the way. And finally, we have a panel for What We Do in the Shadows. This is at 5 p.m. This will be hosted by special guest Haley Joel Osment from The Sixth Sense, who actually appears in The Boys in season 1. He got really fat. Anyway, so cast members and the creative team will be a part of it. Now, this, for those of you who've never seen it, it's basically a mockumentary about vampires trying to adapt to the modern world. It's based off, it's a spin-off, or it's an adaptation of the movie What We Do in the Shadows. This was created by Jermaine Clement from... I love Jermaine Clement. He is half of the team of... Oh my god, I'm blacking out. Flight of the Conchords. He is half of the team of Flight of the Conchords, him along with Britt McKenzie. Hysterical dudes. Hysterical. Both of them have had great careers after Flight of the Conchords. I believe they still tour from time. By the way, Flight of the Conchords was a TV show on HBO, a comedy show, highly recommended. Very funny, about two musicians from New Zealand trying to make it in America, in New York City. It's a hysterical show. Highly recommended. If not, just see their YouTube videos of them performing live. I believe they created a Grammy for them of a comedy folk duo. Is that they created something like comedy album? I don't know, but great stuff. Highly recommended. Great band. They've done great stuff. Jermaine Clement is a big name now in Hollywood. He's done a whole bunch of stuff in the indie world mostly, and now he's created his own TV show of. I mean, he was also in What We Do in the Shadows, but he's voiced characters he's done a lot of voice work. If you heard him, you probably recognize him. He's had parts in Men in Black, but Brett McKenzie, who was the other half, he was in Lord of the Rings. He's there for a second, but who the fuck cares? He was in Lord of the fucking Rings. Also, the dude won an Oscar. I believe it was best score for the Muppet movie. I don't know how this became about. Oh, yeah, I remember. I was talking about What We Do in the Shadows. Anyway, I have no idea if Jermaine's going to be a part of it, but hopefully he will, because honestly, it's the only thing that really matters about that. So, I believe that is it. That is it for Comic-Con at Home 2020. Those are the things that actually caught my attention. I don't know how you feel about it. Like I said, I'm a little bit I'm excited for a few things. So I'll be happy that I'm excited for something, right? It's better to be excited for something than not be excited for nothing at all. So I'll leave it at that. As always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram or at SuperDarioPeriodWorld. Also follow my Facebook page, Super Dario World. And like I said, I'm on YouTube again. I messed up a couple times this time. If you want to check it out, there's a big white line there that you may notice that would really annoy me. I'm going to fix it for next time. All right? Hopefully, I'll get Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow, and I will have a review for you later this week. So, as always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next time.